It's time for the first stop of the new season out on the Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series. Anglers are filled with anticipation as they get set to compete out on Lake Dardanelle for the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open.
Yeah, hopefully it turns out well. This is my first college dub, so pretty nervous, but at the same time pretty excited.
I'm really excited to get out there today. I know there's some big fish that'll probably get caught, so hopefully we can put a few in the boat.
Typical fall fishing is in full effect. Temperatures are warm during the day and cooling off at night, putting the entire tackle box in play as these anglers look to catch keeper fish.
You're doing a little bit of everything. You're junk fishing basically. You'll catch one on top water and then you'll catch another one cranking and then another one flipping. It's the person that wins this tournament is going to be probably one of the most versatile anglers.
Oh. Get big.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Good job, buddy.
You're good to you, baby.
The bass are biting out on Lake Dardanelle, and this field of hundreds of elite college anglers is searching for the best 5 bites as they compete for tens of thousands of dollars in prizes and contingencies, and double points to count toward the Bass Pro Shops School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. Who can figure them out and place themselves near the top of the leaderboard here on day 1? Find out next.
Give me the boat, son! Woo! How about that one? That right there takes the day 1 lead. Big Silly! New leaders from Drury University. Way to go, there's your first place team. Welcome out to Russellville, Arkansas and Lake Dardanelle for the first event of the season on the Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series, the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open. Hosted in the fall of the year, this event promises to be a shallow water slugfest for college fishing's most elite anglers.
Lake Dardanelle, it sets up like a lot of your river impoundments. That it's a lot of grass. There's a lot of rock on Dardanelle as well. You got a lot of different options as far as that's concerned, but it doesn't really set up for your deep guy. It's more of your shallow bite kind of stuff. Is what I've seen in the past. A lot of moving baits, reaction baits. You can also catch them flipping. It's a really fun lake. It's always seems it's a healthy lake. There's a lot of shad, a lot of bait, so it always sets up to do good for somebody. You just got to get yourself around them.
Lake Dardanelle provides miles and miles of shoreline lined with bank grass, riprap, and chunk rock, as well as lily pads and flooded wood cover. Combine the variety and cover with the time of year in which this event is being hosted, and you can bet these anglers will be throwing every bait in their tackle box at these fish.
Just all the staples you throw down here: buzz bait, swim jig, we got flipping baits, crankbaits.
Yeah, the crankbaits haven't played a whole lot, though,
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's definitely, I think a swim jig is going to get thrown a lot tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to do a lot of flipping as the sun gets up.
The AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open is a 2-day traditional 5 bass limit format event. This elite field of more than 400 college anglers will compete on Lake Dardanelle for 2 days, looking to place near the top of the leaderboard, as well as claim double points to count towards the Bass Pro Shops School of the Year, presented by Abu Garcia.
So currently we're sitting in first place, and you know, it definitely adds a little bit of pressure to us. You know, we're expecting hopefully to have someone on the team get some points to get some momentum for the next year. But we've had a really good year so far. This season's been incredible, and honestly, the momentum that we've had thus far has really kept us going, and we're going from one tournament to the next with you know, the goal of winning it all. So this tournament is huge for School of the Year, and if we could pull off anything like a win or even a decent finish here, it'd mean a lot.
Entering this week's AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open, here's a look at the point standings in the race for Bass Pro Shops School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. Adrian College holds a commanding lead in first place with 5,775 points. Trailing just less than 2,000 points behind in second overall is Auburn University. And rounding out the top 3 is 2-time winner of this prestigious title, McKendree University. Being that this is the first Association of Collegiate Anglers double points event of this young season, the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open will be key in determining who the true contenders are in the race to be the #1 ranked team in the nation.
We're sitting in second right now. We're about 2,000 points behind Adrian. Adrian done jumped out to an early lead with 2 MLF events early in the year, but we still have a lot of our tournaments coming up, so we're striving for School of the Year. We're fishing a lot of local derbies, try and just make up as many points as we can.
We're currently in 3rd place. Last year we finished up 2nd, 2 years before that 1st. So we're sitting back a little bit right now, but we still have a lot of tournaments to go and got some ground to make up.
I think we're used to being behind at this time of the year in the fall anyway. And hey, who doesn't like an underdog story? We're going to make the comeback and try to get up to 1st by the end of the year.
Coming up after the break, we start our On the Water coverage with the top 3 teams in the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. Find out how these anglers are attacking Lake Dardanelle and see just how well the fish are biting. But before we go to break, we hear from pro angler Todd Faircloth as he talks about the title sponsor of this week's event, AFTCO.
Hey everybody, AFTCO Pro Todd Faircloth here. Super excited to represent the brand AFTCO. They got us covered from top to bottom, from foul weather gear to the lightest gear for hot summertime, the sun gloves, the face mask. I mean, they've got it all. Great product, great company to work with. They give back to the fishing community. They've got a lot of great programs and just a great company to support in the fishing industry.
When there's miles of water in front of you and hundreds of feet below, you need a boat with the chops to dominate, no matter the conditions. With the strength and technology to overcome the elements and the competition. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time.
You have a full-time job and you want to be a full-time angler. Don't waste time scouting. You want to catch fish. That's where Garmin comes in. Our mapping with Navionics data lets you see more detail than the fish do. It's kind of a big deal. Oh, and our industry-leading live sonar is so crisp and clear you'll think you jumped in. You're welcome. Now if only we had a powerful, efficient, whisper-quiet trolling motor. Actually, we do. It's called Force. We knew you'd like that. Less time finding, more time catching fish. Only with Garmin.
Welcome back to coverage of the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open. We go out on the water now, beginning our coverage with the top 3 ranked teams in the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year, presented by Abu Garcia.
Well, it's turning into fall. It's still pretty hot out here. It's the warmest it's ever been since we've been here, I believe. But right now we got Joe up front throwing a little topwater at him. And I'm just flipping all this grass. It's basically how we've been getting bit in practice. And really, we're just kind of both doing different things until we can really get keyed in on something and hopefully run with that.
It's gonna be quiet back here for the most part. Just gotta fish as hard as we can and hopefully we can get 5 bites today. If we can get 5 bites, I think that's gonna help a lot.
5 keeper bites.
5 keeper bites at least, but these dinner plate size lily pads have been really good for us, keeping the shade off. Bass just like to get up under them.
I got him. 13-incher, I bet. Ooh, that swims really good. Big enough.
Well, pulled up to some of this river grass that we found in practice. Some of the better looking stuff we found had pretty much, there's bait everywhere, but there's a lot more bluegill and bigger bait here. Basically right now we're just trying to kind of, work through it. We didn't really fish this. We kind of stopped earlier and saved this for today, so we're just kind of feeling it out. He's flipping a jig right now, I'm swimming a jig, so we'll see if we can make something happen.
Oh, not that good. Hopefully
he might keep though. Here, I'll bump him and keep fishing.
All right.
I don't know, man.
gonna be close.
I know.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh, he's short.
Yeah. Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
The title sponsor of this week's event, AFTCO, is dedicated to conservation and the preservation of precious resources like fisheries, waterways, and the fish that live there. In partnering with the ACA, AFTCO wants to pass along these principles and practices to these young college anglers so they too can enjoy successful fishing adventures for years to come.
So all the things like we've done, we have our bank bat programs, we have our live well bass boat, we have a number of things in place really to ensure a better fishery for tomorrow. Things like the fisheries first push, that's really the goal of all this, is really take care of things, keeping byproducts from us as people out of our lakes, out of our oceans, out of our rivers, and taking things that would have ended up in the landfill or in the dumpster and making them into functional things like our products, like the clothing we wear. The future of our sport is extremely important to us, so all the things that we're doing with the bank bag programs, the Bass Bus live release boat, and or the new products like the Rescue are all things we'll really take advantage of later down the line and ensure we have some fish for tomorrow.
Following this quick break, we continue our on-the-water coverage of the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open at Lake Dardanelle. And before we go, professional angler Michael Neal introduces us to one of AFTCO's most popular clothing items.
Hey guys, Michael Neal. Want to talk to you about the Reaper from AFTCO. This thing has been my most comfortable sweatshirt that I've ever worn. The best feature is this right here, the face mask. You pull it up or you leave it down around your neck, whichever one. Controlling the heat around your head and neck area really helps you keep warm in whatever you're doing outside in the cold times. So make sure to check out the new AFTCO Reaper colors. It's a great go-to for the wintertime.
Meet the water's lightest 25 horsepower four-stroke, the Yamaha F25, the new standard in 25 horsepower portable four-strokes. At just 126 pounds, it's got the best power-to-weight ratio of any 25 horsepower four-stroke on the water. With performance that bests the previous Yamaha F25 and features like Yamaha's VTS for precise trolling speeds, batteryless EFI, built-in resting pads, and carry handles, it's the perfect portable power for small boats.
Want to know the difference between power bait and other soft plastics? Ask the fish. Berkeley scientists have. Thousands of flavors tested on thousands of fish. Natural. Man-made. Every bait that's ever hit the water. And no matter the shape, size, or color, power bait is the only one that is scientifically proven. Fish bite and will not let go.
As a professional angler, you've got so many things on your mind. Any advantage that we have is key. And not only rods and reels and lines and baits, but in our clothes. And the guys at AFTCO, they have something for every situation. There's nothing AFTCO hasn't thought about with the fishermen in mind. It's designed for fishermen, by fishermen, for every scenario you can come to. Any fish, any water, any condition, AFTCO has you covered.
Welcome back to this episode of the Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series. Day one action for the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open continues out on Lake Dardanelle. With time winding down, teams are looking to land key fish and make valuable culls.
So far we have one 3-pounder. We've caught two 12-inchers. We're just fishing pads out here, fishing little drains like this one right here. This is just a flat bank coming down and a drain runs in. The pads are growing out here in front of it. Fish seem to be It's pretty sporadic getting bit, but normally whenever you finally get around them, you're around them for 50 to 100 yards or so. Oh. Be a big one.
Well, we'll let this good fish get in.
I can see your tail.
I saw it. Oh, that's a big one. Good one. Thank you, Lord. Stuff, Cody.
Hey, I'm putting the pole down.
All right.
I don't know if that's gonna keep.
Oh no, Austin.
It's,
Let go. Come on.
it's stuck on something.
It's stuck on this grass. Here, I got it. That's a mess right there. I don't know, we're in an area with good bait. I think that's been the key for what I've been looking for is, you know, there's a bunch of that little, I don't even know what it is, like 1-inch bait. But then we can find like that 3-inch and some smaller bluegills. It seems to get us the keeper bites. So we've been running through a lot of fish, but I mean, I don't know. Today we've caught a few fish. It's been probably one of our slowest mornings. But I mean, I don't know. You just got to keep flip on one's head, and it kind of just happens. Let's go, baby.
Nice job.
Oh, that's a little California for you right there. Shake your head on the bridge.
We took our few bonus fish that we got this morning and hauled back down the river and gonna search shallow. I mean, we got one big one in the box and 4 solid ones to go with it. So, you know we're just a couple solid bites away from being up there in contention if it's anything like it has been in the past. So we're just gonna try to come down here and grind us out a few above average bites and hopefully get up there in the top. What the hell? Get rid of that little one?
Yeah.
Little blue?
I can find him, yeah. Well, look.
Do a little upgrading. Decent little upgrade. Looks like maybe a quarter, half pound there. That fish is just sitting up there on the point of this grass, and Hunter's punching it with the big weight behind me, and I'm just burning the edge of it, kind of really trying to get some of this better looking stuff up here in front of us, but we'll take them little bonus fish everywhere they come. That's how this place is. You can't let them catch you off guard because like that one right there, he very easily could have, and he almost did, but you never really know where your next bite can come from. You just gotta throw out enough good looking stuff and yeah, baby. Boom.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, heck yeah to you, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm about to fall over up here.
You get that one on camera?
That's what I'm talking about. Let's figure out this coal real quick. That's a heck of a coal. That one. Nope. That one right there. I bet this definitely this one. No, we got fat belly. You got that bluegill.
Okay. All right.
Got 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the one we've been looking for down here. I mean, that was that one little over the hump fish. Hopefully that'll put us up there in the hunt now. And we still got a big one, another big one in there. 3 solid ones, and now that well above average one too. So we should be up there. I would think, based off what's been the past couple of years, that should be pretty dang solid. But that was a huge one right there, as far as the coal goes.
Getting that 1.5 pounder out of there was the game plan the rest of the day.
We've reached our final break. On the other side, we return to Lake Dardanelle State Park for day 1 weigh-in. But first, Jason Christie talks about the great experience he's had partnering with AFTCO.
I was one of the fortunate guys that joined AFTCO early. And working together, the cool thing about AFTCO is if I go to them with a need, they listen, they do it. Probably the most impressive thing about AFTCO though is what they do in conservation. It's giving back a percentage of the profit. They care as a company. AFTCO as a group, Mr. Bill, Casey, they're the kind of people that you invite in and you have supper with.
TH Marine has been producing top-of-the-line marine accessories to rig boats from transom to trolling motor for decades. From jack plates to fish care to LEDs, TH Marine has you covered. TH Marine, outfitting your boat from transom to trolling motor.
Thought I had enough fuel, but I didn't. Now you go to start the engine and you get that click, click, click.
When you're out on the water, you never know when you might encounter a breakdown or mechanical failure. But with a Boat US membership, worry no more. Membership provides you with on-the-water towing services, fuel delivery, and more. Anywhere, anytime that you need assistance.
We're here to come to their rescue.
Go online today to boatus.com to find out more information. Boat US, we're with you on the water.
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz, to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your confidence. Sunline.
Hey, 3 key rods that played a great deal in my success this year on the Bass Pro Tour Trail was the 7'4" multi-spin spinning rod in our lithium series. Another rod that I used a lot this year was our 7'2" Covart heavy action rod. Last but not least is our lithium 884 in the heavy action. So check them out. Denali rods, I think you'll be happy with the success you receive from them.
If you like fishing grass, and Lake Dardanelle should definitely be on your bucket list. There's a lot of grass here to fish. There's a lot of fish in this grass. There's a lot of different things you could throw at them in there.
Each year, the Association of Collegiate Anglers visits Lake Dardanelle in the fall of the year to host the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open. The event draws hundreds of college anglers from all across the country to Russellville, Arkansas to compete.
Each year we just love having this event in our town. We are a college town and we love having the college kids here. We just really enjoy investing back into the students and the kids, and we love having them in town.
Russellville, Arkansas is home to Arkansas Tech University, which is represented by anglers competing in this weekend's events. The town and surrounding area is a great host to this major collegiate bass fishing tournament. Lake Dardanelle itself is a true gem that provides a phenomenal playing field for elite anglers to go out and compete at the highest level.
This lake is just a huge blessing for Russellville. We know that and we don't take it for granted. It provides a whole lot of economic tourism dollars for us. We have about 40 to 42 weekends where we have tournaments on this lake, and we just know that it's really a hidden gem that we take full advantage of.
And back at Lake Dardanelle State Park, it is quickly becoming evident that these young anglers took full advantage of the opportunity to catch some Lake Dardanelle bass on day one of competition.
Hearing somebody say we might have us a new leader here, you guys going to be able to take over 13 and change?
We might.
He says we might. That might's going to turn into a yes, sir. 17-25. Y'all have a big fish you want away. They got a big fish they want away. Big fish right now is 562. Pull those out. Go ahead and take them all out. Get a picture made. We'll set the big fish in there in just a minute.
Robert G. and Luke Byerly from 17th ranked University of Tennessee take the lead with a 5 bass limit weighing 17.25 pounds.
We only had one day of practice, so we just tried to cover as much water as possible, and we ran into 5 good ones. We just stuck confidence baits in our hands and fished as fast as we could, because we thought if we had the baits in the water the longest time, we'd catch 5.
Texas A&M Commerce, Gus and Jared, they have 5. These later flights are doing a lot better than what we saw early. That's going to be second place.
Gus McClary and Jared West jump into second place overall. The anglers from Texas A&M Commerce bring in a limit of bass weighing 15.56 pounds.
Man, honestly, we didn't have anything going. We've been out here for 3 days practicing. Threw the kitchen sink at them, came down to Plan Z, ran around the lake, just went fishing today. Didn't really do anything that we had called them on in practice. I think we might have had, like he said, 5 or 6 keepers in 3 days of practice. And I don't know, man. We're just blessed to have what we have and tickled to death to have it.
And here's a look at the leaderboard following day 1 of the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open at Lake Dardanelle. Robert G. and Luke Byerly from the University of Tennessee are in first place with just over 17 pounds. Gus McClary and Jared West from Texas A&M Commerce sit in second. And just over 3 pounds behind first place are Cody Ross and Cade Nettles from East Texas Baptist University.
That will conclude our Day 1 coverage from Russellville, Arkansas. Be sure to join us for the next episode of the Bass Pro Shops Collegiate Bass Fishing Series, when we bring you final day action from the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. This has been a Careco TV production. This episode was made possible by these partners.
From sun up to sundown, day in and day out, we work hard. We play hard. And to keep us going during those long hours, we demand performance. Angle Coolers, the original high-performance cooler.
Attention anglers, are you looking for soft tubes or craws? How about big jigs, little jigs, and shaky heads of all sorts and sizes? Do you want some sweet swim jigs that you can take all across the country? When's the last time you stocked up on frogs, wacky rigs, or big old lead shakers? Maybe you just need a few swim bait heads, finesse jigs, and some good old stupid tube jig heads. You'll find all that and more fishing gear when you go online and shop the entire selection of Secret Lures now.
Things you let me see.
We don't have a large laboratory to test baits. Why, you ask? We don't need a big laboratory because our pros fish, our employees fish, our owners fish, and our kids fish. This is our laboratory. Our R&D comes from time on the water. All that time on the water brings us thousands of hours of testing new products and improving current ones for all species. Big Bite Baits, designed to bring the big bite to your line.
Like you and my friend, you're not very much like you. By my side, I see things differently. You're my best friend, yes, my best friend, rolling through this world together. You're my best friend, very best friend, very best friends forever and ever.
The lightest rod ever built. All new nanocarbon technology, 25% more casting distance, digitally controlled braking, incredible sensitivity, magnetically sealed components, micro computer monitor, more sensitive, tournament test up, your game, the only rod for your boat. It is real